Thank you, John. And on behalf of all of us, thanks for letting us use your garage. You redefined that term, garage. Can I add my heartfelt appreciation to what John expressed and just thank you. In the whirlwind of business today, we don't take lightly the fact that you would carve out a couple of days and come join us. So we really, really appreciate it. And as the Chief Revenue Officer, let me also put an exclamation mark on one of his comments that this is not a sales event. We could not be more sincere in our interest to create an industry-leading event like this, bringing thought leaders and professionals from this industry, the web governance industry, together to network, to form friendships. I'm familiar personally with several mentorships that have evolved even out of last year's Edge event. And so we want you to engage with each other. We want you to collaborate. We want you to lean on this network in the year to come. And then we'll hear even greater success stories next year when we replicate this type of effort. There's a lot of legacy that has come around from ObservePoint's efforts. One of our leadership roles, we've always strived to create an environment where people can come together and talk about the cause of web governance. It is critical. Why is it critical? As you sit here and over the next couple of days and you think about what is your interest in web governance, what is your interest in ObservePoint, but also other types of services that will add to your strategy as you go and try to lead the charge in your respective organizations around the web governance strategy. The criticality of this. I think as I read just some of these causes for how urgent this is, data accuracy and trustworthiness. Is that something that you take back to your leadership teams and lean on? Compliance with regulations, user experience improvement, website security, all the factors that go into cybersecurity, cost savings. If you implement the right strategies, you're going to save money on redundant tools. You're going to be able to be optimizing your data storage costs. The brand reputation. I was just talking to one of our customers probably about 2 weeks ago, and they expressed to me, they said, JD, we're not driven by the potential fines. What a luxury that would be, right? Not to worry about these multi-million or greater, the potential of $3 billion in penalties, but we're more concerned about the hit on our brand reputation. We don't want to be the next one having an article written about us. Efficient collaboration, agility and scalability, competitive advantage, and the list goes on and on and on. That's why we're here, to leverage each other's experience, try to observe the best practices and pick out those strategies and those best practices that each of you can take back to your respective organizations. And ObservePoint's been leading this charge for over 15 years. In fact, over the course of our history of a company, there have been over 850 enterprises that have leaned on ObservePoint for guidance and services and technology to help them in this cause of web governance. 6 of the 10 largest financial institutions in the world partner with ObservePoint to help this cause. 7 of the 10 largest pharmaceutical companies in the world. And you can go across the industries of technology, of travel and hospitality, healthcare services, and the list goes on. If you look at the 100 largest companies in the world today, over 40 of them lean on ObservePoint or have leaned on ObservePoint for our services. And several of you are in this audience. One of our customers, a Fortune 10 technology innovation company, just recently, this is weeks old, received a request from their legal and privacy departments that came along with a sturdy deadline. And this individual said, with ObservePoint, I was able to go and I was able to access the breadth and the depth of the data that ObservePoint gives me access to. If it weren't for ObservePoint, I would have taken days to be writing scripts. I would have missed the deadline. I would have not been at the ready for that cause. A multinational customer in the financial services industry needed to align their tag inventories, their cookie inventories, their data collection strategies And so the individual that subscribes or that is the primary on ObservePoint, given that tool in his quiver, was able to get access to the type of information that now resulted in him leading a cross-departmental initiative, a committee, if you will. He meets with marketing, IT, privacy, legal every week to talk about how they're aligned on their strategies and are they making progress towards their goals. These experiences happen all over the world, literally today. And we are thrilled for potentially some of those best practices to be revealed over the next couple of days. Why is this so urgent? Why now? Well, I've got the privilege of being involved in pretty much every interaction with our customers, whether it be a customer success initiative or whether it be a prospective client or whether it be some existing customer. We're hearing a lot of those macroeconomic results that are imposing on the industry. People are going through layoffs. People are having their resources reduced, the resources that they have available to them for the cause of web governance. Now more than ever, we need to leverage technologies and automation so that in the absence of all the bench of people that you hope or wish that you could have on your team, the technology and the automation and the streamlined best practices can help you go and win in your cause. That's what we're about. Our team stands ready. We hope you feel just nothing but welcome and appreciated over the next couple of days. And again, cannot thank you enough for carving out some time to join us. With that, I'll hand it over.